Springtime on a farm is an amazing time of year. Everything's starting to grow, the leaves are starting to come out, the flowers are starting to bloom, baby chickens are hatching, baby lambs, baby goats, everything's coming to life. You're coming out of the dead of winter when everything is cold, everything's dead. But by the time spring rolls around, not only are you ready for spring, we need the spring. We're tired, we're worn out, and when the sun comes out, it's an awesome sight. Sometimes something that usually is amazing doesn't go quite right. Today I'm going to tell you the story of Pepper. Pepper is a F1 Harlequin, or a HarleyDoll lamb that was born on Easter Sunday this year. It is Easter morning, about 7:30, and we woke up. At 4:30, we had a lamb being born in the barn. We were watching it on the camera. Everything looked like it was okay. It was Dolly's baby. This is Dolly's first time to have a lamb. So when we came up here this morning, she was rejecting it.
I saw her taking her head and butting her away. She just didn't want her nursing from her. The mom sat down so the baby couldn't get to the udders, and the baby would try to nurse like from the shoulders and different areas of the mom's body, but the mom just kind of kept pushing her away, and it was getting a little more violent. So I told Josh, we're done here, and I took our lambing kit and the lamb down to the house, and we immediately started bottle feeding the baby, and we thought we'll try this again in a few hours. Let's make sure that she gets some food in her first, and then let's give the mom some more time for the hormones to settle in and for her to calm down, and we'll try again.
So I came up here and just kind of got Dolly in a headlock and put the little lamb on her so she can get that colostrum, and so far she is being able to nurse. And hopefully we can get these two bonded back together, because bottle raising a baby animal it sounds fun, especially for kids, but it's a lot of work and your success rate's pretty low. So we really wanted to bond and stay with mom. It was pretty apparent at that point that she did not want him to nurse or have anything to eat, but we decided to go ahead and go to church and leave them together. Hopefully they would bond. The pinnacle of us knowing something was going wrong was when we were on our way to church. We go to church about 15 minutes from here. We were about halfway there. Rachel was watching the camera, and she saw that the mom was being more and more aggressive to Pepper. So finally she said, that's it, I can't take it. We gotta turn the car around. We've gotta go back or she's gonna kill him. So we turned the car around, we went and we rescued little Pepper from his own mom. At that point, we knew from some of the videos we had seen, from some of our experience, that it probably wasn't gonna happen. There was something that she was obviously rejecting him, and we knew that we needed to do something different. We think his name's gonna be Pepper because he has like little pepper on his face. But we've had some experiences in the past of bottle feeding, and we know that sometimes it's heartbreaking because most of them don't make it. The odds are not in their favor whenever you have to bottle feed a ruminant animal. There's just a lot of things that can go wrong. So we lost one about this time last year named Lily, a goat. And so we know that bringing an animal into our home and bonding with it and letting it bond with us is a risky thing, both for its health and also for our emotions, because if something happened to it, then it would be a loss for our family as well.
Come on.
So for the last few weeks, we have had a lamb in a diaper living in our house. For those of you that know us, we don't even have inside dogs. We don't have inside cats. We've tried goldfish a few times. We didn't even like those. We do not like animals inside our house. But when Pepper came along, we, out of necessity and out of love, took him in, and we have raised him like he is one of our own children. We have taken him to our business. We own a dance studio and a gymnastics gym. He has met over 300 kids in the last couple of weeks. He has brought joy to their life. And in a year where everything has kept us apart, we've had to wear masks, we've had to have social distancing, everyone has been viewed as kind of the enemy, Pepper has helped bring us closer together. He walks into a room and everyone immediately flocks to him. Everyone immediately loves him, and he in turn loves them. The takeaway for us when it comes to Pepper goes to the biblical principles of Jesus. He was born on Easter morning. So on Easter morning, a lamb was born, and he was rejected by his mother. He was rejected by his own kind. And we as the shepherds had to make a choice of whether to step in and rescue him, or to leave him and leave his fate in the hands of someone who was trying to hurt him. So for me, it was a beautiful picture of what Easter is about. You see, if we put Jesus as the Lamb of God, and we put God as the Good Shepherd, and if we paint, his mom as the people of Jesus's time, Jesus came and he was there for good, but they couldn't recognize it. They pushed him away, they abused him, they hurt him. And in the moment of need, like when we had to turn the car around to go rescue little Pepper, God was able and he was powerful enough to rescue his son, the Lamb of God. But he didn't. He could have, and he had to choose not to. We as the shepherds rescued Pepper because we could. God could have done the same, but he didn't. And it painted the picture for me that Easter is not about Jesus. Easter is about us. Easter is that God made a choice to let something bad happen to the lamb, because he knew if he rescued one, he would have to forsake many. And by letting something bad happen to Jesus on that day, on that cross, he was able to save all of humanity for all of time. So the picture of Pepper on Easter has radically changed my life. In a year where we've had so many bad things happen, and so many times we have looked to heaven, we've said, God, why is this happening? Why are you allowing this to happen? I'm in pain, I'm hurting. I think that, there's going to be something bad happen. But God knows what's best. The shepherd knows what's best. He knows that sometimes we don't understand, but God's ways are bigger than our ways, and God's plan is bigger than our plan. So we, as the sheep, have to trust that God will step in and he will provide for our needs. He has our best interest at heart, and we have to trust and we have to follow him. And if we can learn to do that, then we will be loved and we will be cared for all of eternity.
His name is Pepper, and he likes a lot of stuff. He is a baby, and we love her. He stays here because his mama is sleeping.